Hi, good people of God. The Lord bless you and welcome back to my channel. And I'm happy to see you once again. Thank you for making our time to come through to the channel again to see what God has to say to us and how we've been doing. God bless you as you keep watching and sharing the videos. And please do invite your friends to join us. Alright? Shalom. Today's message is very short. I want to share with you what God showed me about our country, Nigeria, about 2 weeks ago. This should be just few days after Easter. All right, and this is not because it's a very interesting story or thing to say and get us all agitated or all happy or something, but this is something that God does when he wants to do something. The Bible says in Amos chapter 3 verse 7 that the Lord does nothing until he reveals to his servants. That means that God always shows his servants, the prophets, things that he plans to do or things that happens or will happen in the land. All right, so this wonderful morning the Lord showed to me Nigeria. I can't tell for sure what state that was, but I saw an influx of men on mufti in different vans and trucks coming into a city, and I began to wonder and ask, what are these men coming to do? And it was very obvious that these men weren't just ordinary men who were passing by or driving by. They were up to something. And when I began to ask the Lord what that was about, my eyes were open to what was going to happen after these men invaded the town. And I saw plenty of trouble. These men came with their own special agenda to cause crisis and chaos amongst the people in the land. They had a mission they were trying to prove and get people to accept. And that was not happening until they have to cause too much trouble and too much crisis. There was destruction of lives and property. And then the Lord showed me again a group of men invading the city with so much force. These men were in a camouflage. I don't know how to describe this, like an army uniform. But I don't know what country uniform that was, but I do know that was an army. And they invaded the town forcefully, trying to remedy what these men were doing. And there was much more trouble. There were fire and destruction of lives and property. Now, plenty of lives and property. And before this started, I saw that I was among these people running. That's why I'm sure it was Nigeria, because it's a black nation. The first time I was not sure, but now I happen to be among these people running. And as we ran towards the right, for instance, as we're running towards the right for safety, people from the right were running towards us for safety. And this was very, very dramatic. And I was asking, what is this? I was lifted up in the spirit, so I was looking over the country, and they showed me what will happen. And there was a demarcation, and across that demarcation, the crisis continued. There was even more severe fire, bombings, and loss of properties and life. People were crying and lamenting and mourning. People lost husbands, brothers, children, friends. People lost things, and it was horrible. And people began to call up to God for mercy. And then I saw again an invasion of an army, now more or less like the Nigerian army, invading the city again forcefully. So there was a clash with these two armies. Of course, I can't tell what happened to the first men that came in mufti, because I don't know if they turned to the other army that were wearing something. I don't understand what country or what state or nation owns that army uniform. I don't know what happened to those first set, but this second set were there, and there was chaos. All right, and I began to ask, what shall we do now? Since I was in this part of the land before the friends, and there was crisis, and I was brought over this part, and there was still worse crisis, people lamenting, and there was a state of emergency. And I began to wonder, it's been long I heard about state of emergency, probably in the Plateau in Nigeria or in Kano State when I was a kid. This is a long time ago, over 2 or 3 decades, and this is happening again, a state of emergency. And I was now worried and asking, what's happening? And they said it's going to be so bad that they will declare a state of emergency. And this happened like 2 times. So I'm sharing this video for us to be careful and for us to pray for our country, Nigeria, because in as much as we want some things as Nigerian youths and we're asking for changes and so many things, this change is going to come with so many trouble. I don't know what God's mind is exactly for Nigeria, but I'm praying this day that God really have mercy on Nigeria and that whatever is good for us, He helps us achieve it peacefully without that so much loss of life or property. And I pray as you watch this video right now that you don't just think about it, say it's already happening, or say this is normal. I want you to also make out time regarding your faith or belief, where you worship or not, and pray to the Almighty God to have mercy, because you don't know where and how far this crisis is going to go and who is going to affect. But I do know it affected a lot of people, very many people. This is not the first time God is showing me this about Nigeria, and the more this first revelation came over 8 years ago or 7 years ago, that was 2013 or 14, and it's still coming up again, and now it's even closer. It's so close. It's so close. I'm sharing this video because so many things are happening right now in the East that I know is part of what God's revealed. I don't know what's going to happen next. We should not just disregard this video. We should share it and pray for our country, Nigeria. God bless you as you take out time to pray for the country and stand the gap that God help us achieve it. Whatever happens, let it happen for the good of people, and that God takes all the glory. Thank you and shalom. God bless you.